Hello, Leo, and welcome to Ultra Instinct Tarot. My name is Andres, and I'll be the one taking care of you for this reading, Leo. So before I started the reading, I pulled a card from the Office Oracle deck. And you got number 33. This is the Tower card. Ooh, scary. But the Tower cards are not scary. The Tower card is replacing an old foundation that isn't stable anymore. And you're replacing it with a new foundation that is stable, that will help in the long run. So people just get worried about this destroying of the old structure, the old way of doing things, because it is a little scary. But it's not really scary if the reason for this destruction is for something new, something better to come. Number 33. And so the cool thing too, when I pulled this card, I pulled two other cards before this, and I pulled one and I was like, no. And then I pulled the next one and I was like, no. And then I pulled this one and I was like, yep, that's the one. So I thought that was kind of interesting, because there's two threes in here, and this was the third one, and I had to say no to the first two. Interesting, the first two were mistakes, right? And this is what I called this card, the Tower of Mistakes, and this is Plop. This is words from Plop. He says it's just a mistake. That's what this tower is all about, mistakes. If you're afraid of screwing up, then this tower isn't for you. So don't be afraid of screwing up. It's okay. And if you've already made a mistake, forgive yourself, forgive, and move on. You know, make things right, move on, and then you rise up like the phoenix from the ashes. So there might have been two mistakes, right? And it's okay, because babies don't walk right away, right? They fall down over and over and over and over again. But do they give up? No. They're like, everyone around me is walking, so I will also walk. And walking is extremely hard. But they don't give up. They keep on keeping on. Page of Cups. Yes, this is their personality. This is their attitude when they keep falling down. They don't beat themselves up for falling down. They don't beat themselves up for making a mistake. They just laugh it off, and they try again until they are able to walk. So this Page of Cups is a court card, and to me the court cards are traits and, you know, personality traits, so, and abilities that we can embody. So it's the same with zodiac signs, right? It's like I don't like when people are like, oh, I did that because I'm a Leo, you know. Oh, I did that because I'm a Virgo. Oh, it's not my fault. I'm just a Virgo. Well, you can always put your stats into a different trait, right? So it's not the zodiac sign's fault of things happening, of these mistakes happening, of this tower falling down. Things aren't working. Let's reset our stat points and pour them into something more useful, something more stable that can help us climb to the top. And the stat points you should, and the stats and abilities that you should put your points in, is this Page of Cups. And this is about like your inner child. What did you always want to do when you were a kid, Leo? Remind yourself of that and start putting more focus into that, because that is going to be what makes you more happy. This Page of Cups is a dreamer. This Page of Cups is sensitive. This Page of Cups is our inner child, innocent and naive, whose imagination and daydreams often whisk her away from routine. Pretty cool though how we're talking about the inner child, because and I was literally just talking about a child learning how to walk and the way they tackle that goal. This Page of Cups may seem absent-minded and lost in dreams. She's softly spoken and sensitive, interacting with the world with shy curiosity. In the realm of the arts is where she excels. There she can translate her vivid internal life into expression. Create playfully. Let your creativity run free. A child doesn't censor themselves or think too much about whether the things they make are good enough. Let your imagination flow and enjoy the process of creating. Trust that inner voice of yours. And be open to surprises. Because there could be happy surprises coming for you, especially after you build that strong foundation. Okay, that's pretty cool. This is literally the inner child. This is about your intuition as well, your inner world. And that is where the High Priestess shines. She's the number 2. Oof. Okay. This is cool. She is all about those dreams as well. Interesting. Okay. So what did you dream about when you were a kid? What was it you wanted to be when you grow up? You know, if you are growing up now, then start living that dream. Yeah, it's about mystery, huh? The High Priestess represents our relationship with our inner world. So maybe that's this new structure that wants to be built is you with your own inner world. Maybe you put it aside so that you can become an adult. And becoming an adult is the stupidest thing anybody can do. This High Priestess is the voice that calls out from the depths, equipped with the knowledge of all that is hidden, our true natures, spirituality, and the self. Her task is to teach us how we can illuminate our dreams, fantasies, and fears with the light of awareness. So if you start listening to yourself, your inner High Priestess is gonna be talking. She hasn't stopped talking. You just decided to stop listening. And then look at how this guy's wearing blue. She is also wearing blue. Same, but different. Explore your unconscious. If it helps, you can keep a dream journal. That would be the High Priestess trying to give you hints in your dreams. There's going to be patterns and common symbols that keep coming up, so pay attention. But above all, follow your intuition. Make decisions based on your intuition and take note of what happens both emotionally and externally. Our emotions are the biggest pointers to the High Priestess. That is the way she speaks. Indolence. What is indolence? But this card got very gloomy. Why is that card so gloomy? Worry. Ooh. This energy took a turn. Maybe this is what your inside feels right now. You know, after you stop listening to it. I would definitely feel that way. I feel that way because my parents don't like to listen to me. You know, apparently it's It has to be a one-way relationship. I have to be the one that listens to them, and they're never gonna listen to me. I'm not saying I have to be listened to all the time, but I mean, that's what a relationship is, you know. They talk, I listen. I talk, they listen. That's how any relationship should be, and especially the relationship within yourself. How are you feeling, Leo? How is this? How is this relating to what is going on in your life? Maybe letting go, you know, they definitely look worried, and whatever indolence is right there. Are you afraid of letting go being an adult? Because you have to let go of the adult part of you to listen to your child side of you that never left. That just got hidden deep down. But that inner child is going to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Yeah. Look at that inner child rising. Is that what your inner child looks like, Leo? Abundance, though. It's a huge difference. They look abundant in this, right? This inner child is finally set free. I think this is the King of Rainbows. Yep, this is the King of Rainbows. The rainbows are of the physical. Mastery of the physical. I'm going to read this card from this OSHO Zen Tarot. This Dionysian character is the very picture of a whole man. A Zorba the Buddha who can drink wine, dance on the beach, and sing in the rain, and at the same time enjoy the depths of understanding and wisdom that belong to the sage. That depth word came up again, so that came up over here too. So there's something in the depths. In one hand, he holds a lotus, showing that he respects and contains within himself the grace of the feminine. Yep, that's definitely this high priestess for sure. Yep. His exposed chest and open heart and relaxed belly show that he is at home with his masculinity as well, utterly self-contained. So one of these is being ignored as well. The four elements of earth, fire, water, and sky all conjunct at the King of Rainbows, who sits atop the book of the wisdom of life. If you are a woman, the King of Rainbows brings the support of your own male energies into your life, a union with the soulmate within, with that inner child. For a man, this card represents a time of breaking through the conventional male stereotypes and allowing the fullness of the whole human being to shine forth. In the East, people have condemned the body, condemned matter, called matter illusory, Maya. It does not really exist. It only appears to exist. It is made of the same stuff as dreams are made of. They denied the world, and that is the reason for the East remaining poor, sick, and starvation. Half of humanity has been accepting the inner world, but denying the outer world. The other half of humanity has been accepting the material world and denying the inner world. And here it seems like you, Leo, are in that half that have been accepting the material world but denying the inner world. Both are half, and no man who is half can be contented. You have to be whole. rich in the body, rich in science, rich in meditation, rich in consciousness. Only a whole person is a holy person, according to me. I want Zorba and Buddha to meet together. Zorba alone is hollow. His dance has not an eternal significance. It is momentary pleasure. Soon he will be tired of it. That's this. Unless you have inexhaustible sources available to you from the cosmos itself, unless you become existential, you cannot become whole. This is my contribution to humanity, the whole person. And you're definitely not going to be whole if you keep ignoring that inner child of yours. If you call yourself an adult and ignore the child part of you. Breakthrough. All right. I hope so. I hope this leads to a breakthrough for sure, Leo. This is Major Arcana number 11, and I would also like to read this one. Yep, I feel very clear right now compared to in here. This is that rising. Look at that. Oh, nice. That inner child arose. This is him rising like a phoenix from the ashes. These are the ashes. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. You are doing it, Leo. The predominance of red in this card indicates at a glance that its subject is energy, power, and strength. The brilliant glow emanates from the solar plexus, or center of power on the figure, and the posture is one of exuberance and determination. All of us occasionally reach a point when enough is enough. At such times, it seems we must do something, anything, even if it later turns out to be a mistake. And we were just talking about mistakes. So at such times, it seems we must do something, anything, even if it later turns out to be a mistake, to throw off the burdens and restrictions that are limiting us. If we don't, they threaten to suffocate and cripple our very life energy itself. If you are now feeling that enough is enough, allow yourself to take the risk of shattering the old patterns and limitations that have kept your energy from flowing. In doing so, you will be amazed at the vitality and empowerment this breakthrough can bring to your life. Yes. That is this card wrapping up this whole reading in a nice little bow. So let's just get some last advice from the Office Oracle deck, created by yours truly. See, this is my inner child being creative. All right, we go Ultra Instinct here, and we go with the flow. Okay, wow, everything is lining up so beautifully. Remember the beginning? What did I say happened? I said no. I said no again, and then I said yes, and I flipped over and there was this card. Oh. No. And no, I'm saying no, nar. So there's definitely something that needs to be said no to, so that you can say yes to that inner child of yours. And this is that breakthrough that's coming. This is the last card. This is the good old days. Yeah, with abundance and the inner child finally having some fun. This is a quote from Nardog. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Now this is a quote for me. Take a pause, look around, enjoy the moment. Look at everything around you. Take that pause and just take it all in. Enjoy the good old days while you're still in them, because next thing you know, the good old days will be long gone. But thanks to Andy, we know the good old days are here. So enjoy every single second of them with everything that you have, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really hope you come hang out with my inner child again. See you next time.